Now at 5, a city on edge.
It's a powder keg, and we all recognize that.
New calls for peace in Ferguson, Missouri, as heavily armed officers clash with protesters. We have team coverage tonight in Ferguson and here at home, where a vigil is expected for the unarmed teen shot by police.
Well, we start with Jenna Hanchard. She's been in Ferguson all week long. And Jenna, are you noticing any difference today now that Governor Nixon and others are stepping in and pushing for an end to all this violence?
Well, the real difference will be tonight. We'll see once the Missouri Highway Patrol takes over that security. We'll see if there's any difference. Right now, as you can see, the protests that have been going on here at the Quick Trip, they've kind of quieted down for the moment. State leaders have finally stepped into the situation here. Governor Nixon, Senator Claire McCaskill saying people here in Ferguson need to be allowed to protest peacefully. It's part of their constitutional right, and journalists also need to be allowed to be present to document this situation. We've seen police in riot gear and massive tanks and using tear gas. Governor Nixon called for a major operational shift today. As I said, St. Louis County Police have been removed from the investigation. Missouri Highway Patrol has taken over the security.
What's going on here over the last few days is not what Missouri is about. It's not what Ferguson is about. This is a place where people work, go to school, raise their families, and go to church. A diverse community, a Missouri community. But lately, it's looked a little bit more like a war zone, and that's unacceptable.
The Ferguson police chief said that they only used the tear gas to disperse those large crowds because they said that those crowds were throwing rocks and different things at them, so they wanted to be able to disperse them. That was their justification for using that tear gas. So the Missouri Highway Patrol taking over tonight. We'll really see how that plays out as it begins to get dark. And of course, we'll have more updates on this story coming up at 6 o'clock. Reporting live in Ferguson, I'm Jenna Hanchard, 41 Action News.